Hi Shaili, this is architect Shalaka Lalwani, architect and urban planner, director of Kobol Architects and Planners, answering your question regarding open spaces in our city. So basically, our 1991 development plan states, spaces like recreational ground RG, playground PG, gardens G, parks and green belts. These are the sort of open spaces that we are talking about. So these are basically classified into active open spaces where recreational activities are carried out, leisure relaxation, jogging tracks, walking, cycling, things like that. They are classified into active open space, and passive open spaces like natural bodies, lakes, water bodies, ponds, mangroves, etc. These things are classified as passive open spaces. So basically, any city in the world has these two type of spaces. So basically, any city in the world, how do they design their open spaces? It is basically in a land use, they find the land use of the city, what is the existing usage of the land in the city, and then they find out which are the open spaces that are available in the city, and a ratio is taken of such open spaces with the current population or decadal population trend in that city. A ratio of open spaces available in the city minus the environmentally sensitive areas given, like mangroves or national parks. Such areas are deducted, and only open spaces which can be accessed by common people are called open spaces. So open space, available open space and people population ratio is approximately found. So New York currently has an open space ratio of 1 acre per 666 people, and they are targeting for 1 acre per 400 people for their future city needs. City of Mumbai, as per DP 1991, the ratio of open spaces was 1 acre per 1000 people, which is pretty high considering the cities across the world. That means, 3.7 square meter area per person, you know. But when we are talking about our city of Mumbai, it is divided into three wards basically: Greater Mumbai wards A, B, C, D, E, F, G, Western suburb wards of H, K, P, R, and Eastern suburb wards of I, M, N, S, T. Today, the worst open space ratio that you can find, it is the worst, the dire need that we can say of open spaces is needed in eastern suburbs, because its ratio of open space to population is about 1 acre per 10,945.69 people, which is extremely high, very, very, very high. So we can safely say that Mumbai city is having this problem of open spaces, playgrounds, gardens, because of its high density of population, and because it is an island city, it has very restricted land mass, and the population keeps on increasing. So that is our main basic problem why we are facing such an issue. Urban centers, or very high urban centers of the world like Denmark, you can say Paris, Singapore, any such things, even the small areas like traffic islands, they are used sensitively. They are converted into green zones, they are converted into breakout areas, for the youth of the city, for the kids of the city. Now when we are talking about breakout areas, or loitering areas for the youth, which are a must across the globe. Our city, uh, you know, has no such spaces for the youth of our city. Loitering spaces for kids and the youth are absent in our city, where they can safely sit, hang out, talk, share, or expel their energy. Such spaces, we can either give our youth positive open spaces or positive spaces which they can interact with, or we can, or they will create their own spaces, like nukkad, gali, kucha, mohalle ke signal pe they will stand, or they will stand at the junction of roads or things like that. So we can either make the youth and children of our city feel wanted, or we can, you know make them feel unwelcome in our urban setup. It is up to us. But very creative and alternate options for playgrounds and green spaces is needed in our city.